Looks like we have a newcomer, boys. Get him. Orbit. Launch drones. Fire. Ooh, these are Angel Corsairs. They're doing kinetic and explosive. I've got an adaptive thermal and I've got this, but ships still have a default thing that they're better against, which this is not acknowledging. Launch. Ship does not go fast enough. If you want a speed tank, it needs to go faster than this. And you want a speed tank. Gistor Shatner. Alright. I know. Fire! I can destroy these. In another mission they give missiles. Nada. Zilch. Oh, nice. See, it's so much easier to control this game compared to, like, really dangerous. Still pretty nice looking. It is a lot more, like, you are a lot more disconnected from it. But I suppose to a degree that does kind of fit, Capsuleers, really. Like, to the people who live on planets that are seen as lost, you know, fickle demigods. Like, you know, one had 3 people in this cargo bay, and he didn't even fucking know they existed. And they were killing each other in worship to him. You know, they have rituals and rites and all this. He didn't even fucking know they existed. Just way to narrow it down by type. Because what I would like is drones, but like miniguns. Those sound fun. Like these have projectile turrets. That sounds nice. Drones and those. And yeah, these require no capacitor fire, meaning if you're being Nosferatu, it doesn't matter. You resist Nosferatu. Ah! So, that's nice. So, but yeah, there's no one that does drones and physical. Not unless there's someone that breaks from tradition. Like there's some Galente ships that apparently break from traditional Galente. So not unless there's someone out here that breaks from tradition and does some drones. Um, turn to drone bay. They're done. Okay. Go there.
Warp drive active.
Good. Oh, we're already in. We're already in. So there's only this one guy. Fire! Stop firing, just engage. Okay, there's more. just orbit that. We're no danger here. I'm just having a look about drone ships, just to see if I can get any good advice. There are ships out there that can use drones, but aren't spec'd to use drones. Like, they don't have bonuses and the like. So I wouldn't really be interested in using them, because you'd want the bonuses. There's advantages to using smaller drones. Commander frigate. Ooh, that's gonna drop some nice. Fire. Well, that went better. 60,000. And we'll look at this in particular. It's also the last one. You know, it's the commander, he turned up last. Because that's always... Oh, what? There was loot there. This is what he dropped. The relay wiring of a rogue drone synaptic system. These wires allow a much higher flow of power and information than the standard Empire technology is yet to achieve. So, through these, you can make augmented drones. So yeah, there's a variety of ships out there that give bonuses to having drones, but the only ones that oh, actually, did you notice this? What doesn't that allow for what exactly what I'm saying? Yeah, it does. Actually, I don't have road training in that, do I? No, I don't. It wouldn't be practical for me to do so. Oh well. I like the idea of it, because I know it sounds cool to me, but... Salvage. It sounds cool to me, but it's probably best for me to stay the course in what I'm doing, because I've spec'd so heavily into hybrid weapons, I've spec'd so much into what I'm doing, that to switch over to something else would hinder me greatly. They never drop out. I'll ignore it. Dude's not doing well.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
They have one board. Prisoner. Do I have profanity filters on, or is that an inherent thing?
Approaching Stargate.
Oh yeah, you can change to different colors. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can dig that. It's a mar, but magnifique.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active.
Ooh, someone did very nice. You know the bunny hero, My Hero Academia, Mirko. Someone did nice art of her. GUD0C on Twitter. It's their ant name is GUD00C, as in the number, not ZERO, the number.
Approaching station.
Yeah, very nice art. It was her with short hair and like two ponytails. Very nice.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Oh yeah, it's odd. I'm not used to it, but it is nice. Really like your style. Come talk to me when you've completed your objectives. Complete mission. Won't forget this. You better not. Pointless NPC. Break their will. Oh, okay. Just mooks. Some. Yep, Serpentis. You can see the faction over here. Something just came up that's right up your alley. We discovered a small repair station idling. By itself, the station no issue. But when our patrol scanned the site, they detected pirates in the area. This particular repair station is owned by a local mercenary gang. Those foulest individuals stock there, and they are therefore aiding and abetting known criminals. I'd like you to do us a favour and move this repair station from existence. It's not registered in the government's official database and it's been used to break the law. It's all the information I need to authorize decisive action against it. It may be guarded, so be careful. Oh, and be on the lookout for the mercenary gang that owns a repair station. Don't take too kindly upon you attacking their precious structure. I wish you could, you know, take a few quests off a person or something. You know, stack them.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate.
Initially, I didn't actually have that set.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot
Okay,
jumping.
you. I need a... That just throws people forwards.
Autopilot disabled.
I need you. Oh shit. Still not great. But if I knocked off this, it would be stable. Yeah, I wouldn't need it if I had this, because the speed tanking would help negate some measure of damage, so I'd only need 2 of these. I could maybe slap on another bit of armor, and that would balance things out. Oh. Warp to encounter.
Warp drive active.
My rep with these went up slightly. Repair repair station. Auxiliary power rays. Ooh. Ton of resources here. Could mine like hell if you wanted. But it's just scoreite and feldspar. It's nothing truly special. Thought I heard movement. Just thought I heard something concerning. I'm just gonna mute this for a second. BRB. You can get to see the fight.
A module has run out of charges.
Ooh, the repair station sends another wave of drones to patch up the ships defending it. Seems the process will continue. Ship station runs out of power or drones. We could take out the power rays behind it, which would have been a good idea to begin with, but let's engage these. We'll just take out the station. And I hurt my foot. But yeah, basically I keep thinking that there's... How should I phrase this? Basically, we've heard creaks and whatnot in the house that have been implicit. Well, basically told we heard someone in the attic. So I was just paranoid. I thought I heard movement out there, and I was just like, gotta check. Ooh, they webbed me. Stasis tower. Serpentis. Oh, that's still not down. Oh yeah. I can't tell what its stats even are to since I can't target. Shoot! It's not that much weaker. We detected some disturbances in the area and came to take a look. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how much money it costs us to buy the repair station and maintain it? Have your head on a platter and sell your clones to Sanchez slave camps for this outraged fool. Yeah, I handled that poorly. Chief Patroller. Heya! We can just leave now, but don't need to. Just house creaks and groans. I know, I'm really edgy about that right now. I'm just like... But, yeah. Take it down, please. Can't do anything against that right now. Open fire. The drones have split up, but we'll stay the course. None of them are under attack. It's alright. I need to start targeting a few more. I'm fire. All but one is on that. Seems the other one's on that.
Module has run out of charges.
Wait, what? I reloaded, but it only had 25 shots left. That's fine. I have a selection of others. They all have different ratings to them. Lesser damage, more range, less range. Not sure what uranium's like. Used with uranium. Reduced range, reduced capacitor load. Neat. Engage. I keep missing. I went about this the longer and bloodier way. Easier if I took this out. And I should have taken out the other waves beforehand, but I didn't. Oh, is it really only 28 shot? Oh no, no. It split the 100 over 5 guns. So that was it. Okay, this will go down soon. These are also worth something, which is nice. Just none but medium, generic Rex, and small. Yeah, they're still attacking me. Have to get closer before my units can actually engage. 54,000. Okay. Again, the other thing will be useful for dealing with that as well. The slowness of my ship in general, beyond just like speed tanking. Ooh, that looks interesting. Post Void. I want to say it has a similar art style to friggin' Project Warlock. I know artists hate it when you say like, oh, this is not an entire, completely unique thing. Hello, folks, and welcome to Bit Post Commentary. This is actually the second bit of EVE Online Post Commentary I've had to record today. In the upcoming episode, or depending on how this gets cut, maybe the same episode, you'll get another bit. It's part of the same session, all in all. So, as you may have heard from the jibe there, sometimes when I'm recording, I end up talking about something else, something external to the game. And sometimes it's fine, but sometimes I'm not happy with it. I feel like I mangled my words, maybe I shouldn't talk about that. Here, I felt I mangled my words. Part of me was thinking of editing it all together, all traces of it, but then I was like, you know, fuck it, we'll leave it in. Fuck it, we ball. So, the thing, as I was saying there, you know, artists take issue when you don't say something that's entirely original. I've seen a lot of people posting little rage comics of like someone complimented my art, but did it so in comparing it to something they liked. So I want to stab them to death. And it's like a vivid, you know, it's a, you know, some little rage comic they don't that they could have spent a bit of time and a lot of anger on. Like I can understand like not liking your work compared to someone else. I can kind of get it, but at the same time, reacting like that feels like immense overkill. I suppose if you get it a lot, you will be wary. But and I can understand that, but it just feels like it's kind of overkill. And I'll be honest, if that's how you're going to react, it just makes me not want to actually even talk to you, because it just, yeah, it kind of come off as unstable. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah. Dragged this out, I just didn't do it right. So here's the point. Now I've got like 10 minutes to spare. Like 7, I think. I didn't probably count this. And I'm watching the video play here in DaVinci, but I started it late with no proper count in. Disgusting. It doesn't really matter. Like I'll just slot it in, and you may get a bit of black space to it, but as you will in the future section of post commentary. But and now I'm having it. So oftentimes when I stop and start my recordings, it's because I had a timing. Well, no, I had a straight through there. I didn't sound off because of it, did I? I didn't say it, did I? I get lots of intrusive thoughts. It's just like, let's say someone's an asshole, that they know something you dislike. Like, you're scared of mice. So they keep like, hey, here's a mouse. And they throw out a live mouse. Your brain with intrusive thoughts is like that. It's like, hey, here's the thing you dislike. There you go. Except it's your own fucking psych. It's kind of hard to stab it and, not maim yourself. But, so yeah, I just had one of those there, and normally that's why I stop and start a lot. It's like, oh, I had a straight thought, I didn't say it, did I? I didn't bungle my words and say the wrong thing there, did I? I think it's actually part of my OCD in a way. OCD can manifest in numerous different ways. Though, to be fair, I kind of want to blame everything on my OCD. It's got a very blamable face. It's got a very blamable face, So I think I did 2 recordings of this, or did I do 1? I don't know. There's another bit of post commentary coming up. Maybe this episode, maybe next episode. It kind of depends on how this gets cut. But yeah, there's a bit of post commentary coming up soon. For those at home, this EVE Online stuff was recorded in 2021. I'm in 2024 now, editing it and releasing it. I'm recording this post commentary on the 7th, 2024. This episode itself was recorded in February, I think. It was March 2024. It's like the first. Yes, I think it's the first. It's either 1st February, 1st March, 2021. The first 2 segments of it is, and then the 3rd segment starts, I think, on the 1st, but it moves into the 2nd because past the midnight. That's how time goes. But so yeah, feel free to comment, feel free to say things, but if you have advice, it won't come up in this series. The series is done. I may come back to EVE Online later on, but I have 133 hours of EVE Online recorded. 30 odd hours, I think. 130 odd hours of recorded, I do believe. You're not going to see for quite a while. I did do a comeback session, I think, at one point, but that was in between recording other things. Though, to be fair, this series as a whole is kind of in between recording bits of, I think, FF14 series. I'm not sure I'll be going back to. I feel kind of obligated to go back to it, but I'm not sure if I really should. I enjoyed FF14, but I couldn't fully get in. I had difficulty fully getting into it, but now I have difficulty getting into it at all. There's been a lot of talk recently about the apparently dog shit translations gotten. The Japanese game is sent over to a guy in America. Him and his team write new lore for FF14 with no correspondence to the original writers, and they rewrite what they get, rewriting characters, rewriting sentences. One guy was claiming, I don't know if he even speaks Japanese, by the by, one guy does, he's a known translator, but this is some other guy. He was making a point claiming that there's a line in the Japanese version saying that the crystal, I can't remember her name, but you know, the goddess that chose your character in FF14. She can't act, her and this enemy can't act without minions. They need avatars in the world to act. Our character being the avatar or agent or whatever you want to call them for the Mother Crystal. For the crystal, I can't remember what she's called. Heidelin. Yeah, Heidelin. Heidelin needs agents to act in the world. She cannot act and do stuff without agents. Same with the enemy. It's phrased as such, you know, that, you know, Heidelin and so must, you know, act through agents. But they mistranslated it as the agents must serve so-and-so. As if we're being compelled to serve them, when in reality, they can only act through us. If they get to do anything is determined by their agents. You know, and they took an entire expansion to fix it. The French elf dude that really loves your ass in Ishgard. I could say his name. Try and say Hashafont. It's French. I don't know how to say it. I barely say Irish names. He's apparently they completely changed his character in ARR, and then they have to rewrite him in to make him closer in Heaven's Word. They've butchered his character because they felt people wouldn't like him over here. Who gives a shit? If they don't like him, they can hold their nose and get through those quests, or they can just play a different game. I loved the anime version of Katakuri Circus, but due to one throwaway, one line, they entirely changed one guy's character and made me hate his fucking guts in the manga, and I couldn't finish it. The guy said he can die without regrets after his adult daughter flinches at him going to touch her. She goes to pet her head and she flinches as he's beaten her senseless growing up. But he justifies it saying he had to maintain a history and a martial art, which is why he had to beat her senseless. Beat her till she was scared of his touch as an adult. And you're meant to feel sorry for his death. When I was like, hey, monster guy, can we team up to kill him? You hold him under the water, we get to beat him for longer. It was water rejuvenation. You know, I couldn't finish it. I hated his fucking guts too much. But I moved on. The anime left out that line in her flinching. They cut out a lot. Tons of stuff, tons of great scenes. Tons of fantastic scenes, like this girl as a lion tamer. You seeing her domineering a lion that has been, wreaking havoc, and commanding it to stand there while another one killed it because it had to be put down. And just through sheer will, she dominates it. After it's rampaging around. It was like there's great scenes in it, but that just pissed me off too much. I might go back at a later time when the blood is cooled and continue it, but I put it down. So if someone dislikes it, they can move on. You don't need to change other people's work. I want to go play FF14, but I want to play FF14. I don't want to play someone's mangling off it. There's a guy, I translated Monster Masume. It's a Monster Girl manga or thing. He translated it and apparently got drawn into at one stage getting married to his wife. He was talking about it and he was saying how dragon speak in it isn't in the Japanese version. That's entirely created by that Koji Fox guy. He also apparently has bragged about being a writer there. Apparently someone was claiming he outright letting an interviewer believe he was a lead writer on it, when he's just putting in his own retcons into it. Apparently the director of it has been caught out and confused a few times when people brought up what he's wrote, thinking it's canon. That's what another guy was claiming. So I really want to go back to FF14, but this shit really has turned me off it, because I want to play the actual game, not someone else's thing of it. I want to play FF14, not Koji Fox's FF14. But since I don't speak Japanese, I don't have an option, other than to play his bastardization. It's kind of encouragement to go learn the fucking language. I would actually do a New Game Plus run of it then, and translate it for you. If I could speak it well enough, I would just put the New Game Plus run of it and then translate it for you, saying like, it seems they're saying instead, insert correct lines there. Seems they're saying whatever there. Seems whatever there, because apparently he would even insult the original dialogue when he would translate it right. Momodi at the Adventurers Guild and all that would say something very poetic about like a returning warrior of light. And he translates that accurately, but then inserts a line about her like, that's a bit much, ain't it? Dogging on it. I've caught up with the other stuff. So there's going to be a bit of black screen here. But this shit pisses me off because I want to play the actual FF14, not someone else's bastardization of it and warping of it. I want to play the legitimate thing. As you can see, I'm kind of passionate about it. I'm not sure precisely which bit of me is just, this passionate. Is it just general fan of the series? Is it because I'm a writer in my own right? Is it because of, this or that? I know I wouldn't want that. I think it's a simple, I went in to play FF14. And it's like, it's a cool game from Square Enix. People love this. I want to experience what they're putting out. But when I actually start playing it, I'm not actually getting to experience FF14 from Square Enix. I'm getting to experience it filtered through some other guy, and not an authentic experience, not an authentic FF14. Like, you can do translations and do your best to keep it as close to possible as possible. Maybe certain things wouldn't translate, perfectly. You may have to tweak a few, tweak things here for it to make sense. But you do your damnedest. You don't start writing new lore, like adding in the dragon speak thing. You don't change dialogue around, giving different implications. You do your damnedest to keep it accurate. I don't see why that's impossible. And a really annoying thing in this conversation comes up constantly. People's like, oh, you can't do one for one doesn't exist. Sure, I'll give you that. One for one doesn't exist. But where does that justify sticking in random memes? Where does that justify in wrongly translating things so that even where it could be accurately translated, you decide not to? Where does that come in? Elucidate me. Anyway, went off on a different rant. But yeah, you feel free to comment whatever you want here. If you give advice or whatnot, I'll try and remember for my next time playing EVE Online, though I don't know when that'll be. I'm currently caught up in WoW. As you'll see, I'm uploading it alongside this. I'm currently caught up in WoW, so I'll try and keep in mind for my next run, but I have no idea when that'll be. It won't affect this run though, as it's been recorded years ago. I'm just slow in getting it out. I fell behind on editing for ages, and then backlog as well. So, though in the MMO's case, I kind of just stopped editing them. I was just kind of bad about it. So anyway, I'll leave this here. Enjoy past me. Next episode will probably have that other thing. The other post commentary. So till then. Apparently there's an epilepsy warning on it. The roguelike, not quite my cup of tea. And else from you? They have sea salt. They're fancy reverse horror, where you play as the nightmarish force of Dagon by controlling and growing a horde of minions. It's Dagon or Dagon. Depends. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Witcher was Dagon, but then they pronounce Bohana as Botana. So, though, given Irish, Botana may be an accurate pronunciation. Irish depends on which region you're in. If you're in like the southeast, they'll have a roughly parable pronunciation. But then if you go to the north, they'll have a different pronunciation of Irish. The west, different. Maybe the southwest having a different, you know? Dublin Irish might be different to Waterford Irish. So it's like, ooh. So it could very well be an accurate pronunciation. Yeah, this looks perfectly playable. Like, it's interesting to me. And then their press kit. Ooh, monetization permission.
Approaching station.
It's just like sometimes things are in their press sheet, sometimes things are in their like it's their contact page. Sometimes it's here, sometimes you have to go to the Discord. You never know. Okay.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested.
Might add that to the list. I'll just have a look at the devs themselves. I hate saying that kind of thing, but it's just some people out there are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And if they disagree with you, they decide you're their enemy, their nemesis, and will try and ruin your... Like, they might... The MCA claim my channel. I put up 3 videos, they hit each one. Channel's gone. Foof! Gone. Because someone was a jackass. Not saying these people are, but it's just... It's best to be safe. It's best to be safe. I would like to have that warning on, but... God, it's tedious. Fitting.
There is already something in that location.
There. What I could do is I could put a, you know, the power grid support here. That's a joke. Ooh, my CPU's nearly done. On dock. Ooh, Security 4. Federation Navy. Yeah, Federation Navy is it's their own faction, isn't it?
Autopilot engaged.
I'm okay with them.
Warping to Stargate.
I can do tier 2, but that's it. If I go here, it's Federal Intelligence Office that I'm groovy with. Ooh, I have some points with customs? And they actually have level 5 agents. they actually want to buy garbage. Hmm.
Approaching Stargate.
But, production waste can mean garbage to some, but a valuable resource material to others. But why would customs want it? Paksu was founded by a group of independent miners. Through shrewd business deals and solid mining income, Paksu has slowly grown to join the ranks of the big boys in Kaldari corporate politics. The only Kaldari mega corporation that is focused on the entertainment industry, NOHA, has their common NOH. NOH, yeah, as they're commonly called, have always been suspected of strong ties to the Kildari underworld, mainly because many of their products cater to that social element or are on the borderline of legality.
Warping to Stargate.
See,
Drive active.
good speed on this. You saw how effective my speed tank was on the other thing. Oh, loyalty points with the university. I didn't know they had that. Even had a loyalty system. And yeah, they sell random skill books. Hodari Force Auxiliary. Oh yeah, it's that ship thing. I'm not used to that name. I don't remember it in the slightest. It could have been there back when I was last playing, but I don't remember it.
Approaching
It wasn't a
Stargate.
thing I played with. But yeah, I just don't want my channel getting nuked, so I have to play it safely. And again, I'm not saying that they would do it, I just don't know them. So I need to play it safe to see... to find out if they are or not.
Autopilot jumping.
They don't seem to have a Discord. It's handy as a shortcut to see,
Drive active.
because like they've rules and whatnot, and it could be an easy shorthand. Like, I knew I couldn't play... What's that game Seth reviewed and the people called his fans Nazis over? Caves of Quid? Something like that? Yeah, they had a rule against the Pepe meme. You know, the frog thing. That they called it racist, so I was like, yeah, no. You know, they'll be kooky and... Yeah, let's not record this. Wow. Ka-chow. But yeah, let's not record this, and it was easy to tell. And then Seth came around and did his video, and they reacted as they did. So it's just like, I know clearly not to touch their stuff.
Warping to station. Warp drive active.
I think food might be nearly done. I'll turn this mission in, then I'll go find out. But, yeah, I knew then, knew seeing the Pepe thing, that, no, we wouldn't get along. So... You know, it's an easy shorthand. And then certainly the reaction to him just confirmed it as if he needed any further.
Information requested. Document accepted.
So yeah, it's
Documentation
just
requested.
Discords are a handy shorthand because of the different rules and stuff they put down. You get an image of who they are, you know? Palanai tunnel, really like your style. Complete. Excellent. The repair station will aid pirates and outlaws no more. Let's find out what the next one is. The Serpentis Spies. Something's just come up that's right up your alley. Agents working for the Serpentis recently managed to infiltrate one of our outposts in a nearby system. We have reliable information that they did manage to find classified information about our various operations in the area. Fortunately, one of the officers at the outpost managed to slip a tracking device onto one of their ships before they escaped. We know they're located in Adderall at this very moment. I'd like you to fly over there and ambush them immediately. Return to me once their ship's been turned to dust, but be careful. They are armed and dangerous. This is tier 1 stuff, but oh, they are also having this here, so we're doing these for the read, you know. Violent expulsion. What's the matter is the Gustavus of all things. Yeah, I know. When have Guristas ever caused trouble in these parts, right? It's weird. But nonetheless, there's a group of them in this very system harassing industrials and civilian vessels alike. Now, they don't seem particularly effective as pirates go, but they're brazen enough. The big concern is that filming for the hollow Tears of the Sky is taking place in the same area. It's said to be the best-selling version of the Kodari uprising yet, with a quarter of the Federation's biggest companies all sponsoring it. If the Gusteros mess it up, there's going to be a big storm of bad press. Smart money would bet that the Kodari megacorps are funding these guys. State is desperate to keep this hollow from coming out. They claim it misrepresents history. Well, whatever you want to say about them, it's the fact they have no respect for artistic license. Anyway, the best solution is just take these Guristas out. You interested? The Federation Navy and FIO, Federal Intelligence Office, I guess, have been investigating Guristas for years, seeing as they're primarily a Kodari organization. Most of the information is classified, but what is public knowledge is their usual loadout. Guristas prefer weapons that do explosive and kinetic damage, so watch out for that. Luckily, their ships tend to have poor kinetic resistance. Using pretty much any hybrid charge should work fine, or use Hornets if you're into drones. Nah, I'm just gonna fucking brute force it. So yeah, I'll be juggling both, because it's an extra little bit of money, it's an extra little bit of fight, you know? I know you're young, so you might not fully understand it yet, but believe me when I tell you there's nothing more important than hollow reels. It's the culture win, I guess. Well, don't expect me to come up with something that's good later on. But yeah, I guess it's a cultural victory they're hoping for. But anyway, yeah, I can smell the curry. It's done. So I'll be back in a sec, and we'll do some more fighting. But yeah, right now I'm just grinding to get all these I can, because I'm going to be turning an utter truckload of charges into Federation Navy charges. Because instead of going for 160, they go for like 7 something. And that's 160 to 700 and something. You know? It's good money. And a little over half this bundle of 5,000 pays the ISK cost. But even then, I have to run missions to get that LP. So I'm kind of already covering it in the quest to get the LP. So, groovy. That being said, I'm not sure how much LP I need. Still, the more the better. The more the better. So, anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. I don't know, I'm signing off. I'll be back in a bit.